We are starting. Hello. Welcome to the class. My name is Narmina, and I'm very happy to have you here. Unfortunately, we have bad news that we're going to be in isolation for another month. But the good news, we are healthy and we're working out and we're being nice to our bodies. So I do have one request, and we're going to work definitely on our spine today. Once again, this is yoga for beginners. So it's hard for me to judge how easy or hard it is for you. It should not be hard, but please move at your own speed and listen to your body. No one else matters. And if it's too easy for you, and if you want to make it a little bit harder, you can move a tad faster, add extra push-ups whenever we are going through our chaturangas, go for extra balancing, and overall just enjoy this time to really relax through this. So we're going to start in on the mat. You're going to lie down. I will be moving about the mat just so that you can see what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to accomplish. But you're going to be positioned in the mat where I'm asking of you. So right now we're lying down. I want you to drop your shoulders back and actually press them slightly back, okay, so that your shoulder blades are against the floor. You're going to place your feet wide enough apart and your knees are going to be bent. And we're going to start with a very, very easy movement. We're going to lie our knees to the right side, both of them. And with an exhale, we're going to return them back toward the ceiling. And inhale down to the left side. And exhale up again. We'll do that 4 more times. And as you continue to move, no pressure, nothing at all. This is just a nice movement that engages our knees and our hips and our hip flexors and a little bit our lower backs. Once again, connect now with your breathing. Maybe even close your eyes. You're here for 3 more side to side. And each time, as you become more and more open, I want you to try and press your knees a little bit deeper toward the floor. Go with your own flexibility. Don't torture yourselves. Keep your shoulder blades flat against the floor. And breathe. Wonderful. One last time. Inhaling as we're going to the right. And exhaling as we're lifting. And once again, inhaling as we're going to the left for the last time. And exhaling as we're lifting our knees back. Feet are flat on the floor. Go ahead and heel-toe them toward each other. Nice and easy. Draw your right knee towards your chest. Grab it with both of your hands and gently pull it in. Now go ahead and switch. And this time, your left knee comes toward your chest, but you are straightening your right leg in the opposite direction. If you can, keep it off the floor, but if you have to drop it, that's fine. We're gonna go now with nice and long breath. Inhale. And with an exhale, switch. Inhale. And with an exhale, switch. Inhale. And exhale, switch. Inhale. And with an exhale, switch. Very good. Go ahead and bring your knees to about 90 degrees from your hips. So you're really here hinging at the hips. Your knees are also at 90 degrees. You're going to bring your arms at a T on the floor. The point here is to try and keep your shoulder blades attached to the floor as we start to warm up our waist and our core muscles. You're going to take an inhale, and with that inhale, you're going to bring your knees to the left side of the body. Only bring it as far toward the floor as you can while your right shoulder blade is still on the floor. And with an exhale, lift back toward the center. We're on the same side 2 more times. Once again, to the left. You're inhaling as you're lowering, and you're exhaling as you're lifting. One last time to the left. Inhale down, and exhale up. Now we're going to go in the opposite direction. Inhale to the right, left shoulder blade remains on the floor, and exhale up. Remember, your breaths are really, really long. Keep relaxing your shoulders, isolate that lower body, and isolate your core muscles. And don't pause. You come to the very neutral position and you immediately begin to rotate. Very nice. And we're coming back in, and place your feet back on the floor and slide them all the way out. Reach your arms above your head. Maybe gently arch your back as you're inhaling. And with an exhale, go ahead and relax. Flat back, square hips. Reach your arms first toward the ceiling. Take an inhale and tuck your chin as you're peeling your spine all the way off the floor. Round. Coming into your seated position, your arms are in front of your chest, your legs are straight, your knees are straight. So now your back is working, drop your shoulders down, bring your arms to your T. Inhale, lift them all the way up, and back down to a T. The legs are working here, we're actually starting to work. Inhale, lift. And exhale, T again. Palms are facing down. One last time, rotate your palms to face each other. Up, 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 and down. And go ahead and drop your hands all the way on the floor. Bring them behind you. Lean gently up. Point your toes. We're going to be shifting our hips up, opening our chest, just to start to kind of feel how we are. Shoulders are back and lift. And bring the hips back down. And again, inhale up. And exhale down. One last time. Shoulders are still back. Do not sink into them, please. And back down. Good. Come and sit nice and comfortable. I'm going to rotate. You are staying in a position where you can see me really well. Lift your arm, clasp your hands, press the palms of your hands away from your face, reach your arms in front of you, and then all the way up. And again, in front of you, and all the way up. This is your big, big, big inhale. One last time. And up. Release your hands, place your right hand on the floor, reach your left arm as far toward the right as you possibly can, and rotate yourselves now that your chest is facing your right hand. Your left arm is extended above your head. And again, re-rotate. Open up and rotate. One more time. Open up. You will be opening up. I promise, promise, promise. Just stay with me here. Rotate. Good. Lift. And let's come to the other side. So left hand goes on the floor. And first you're leaning like there is a wall behind you and you're sliding down that wall. Reach as far as you feel comfortable. Inhale. Let's find that rotation. So your body is rotating. Your chest is facing the mat. Inhaling, opening up. And exhaling, rotating. Inhaling, opening up. And exhaling, rotating. Inhale, open up again. I promise you should already feel the difference in your shoulders. Roll them up, back, and down, and gently find your way into your tabletop position. Okay, so tabletop, knees are right under your hips. Hands are right under your shoulders. And we're going to play here a little bit now. What I need you to do, and this is going to be a movement, I'm going to turn around so that you see what I'm looking at. You're going to release your left arm, inhale, and with an exhale, thread it under your right arm, dropping your ear to the floor, and reaching your left arm as far to the right as you can. Lift up again, stretch, inhale, and rotate, go under. One more time, opening up and threading. Come back to the neutral position. This time it's the right arm. Go out, inhale, and with an exhale, drop, 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 and reach. And if in the process you end up taking several breaths, don't worry about it. Just concentrate on trying to lengthen every single one of them. So you are aligning that breathing with the movement. You're inhaling because your rib cage is open now, and you're exhaling because you're actually squeezing both your rib cage and your lungs. And coming back, and awesome, good. Keep your knees still on the floor exactly where they are, and now place your hands a little bit further forward. Maybe about 6 inches. Roll your shoulders back and go ahead and start to drop down onto your elbows. And notice that I want you to have your elbows really parallel to each other. Your forearms are parallel to each other. We're going to go up and down. Your back now is arched. Ready? Press into your palms and lift your elbows and lock them and come back down. And again, up and down, and 3, and 3. Good, stay in this position. Slide your hands even further. So you see how my hips are pretty much aligned with my knees. Maybe slightly back, but not all the way on my heels. And I'm going to try and drop my chest as low toward the floor as I can. And I'm going to stay here for 3 breaths. This pose is called a puppy face pose. And if you are into animals or observe them, you know that both cats and dogs really, really like to stretch like so, arching their back, shifting their hind knees up and stressing into the front legs. Good. Now that we're done with our last inhale, go ahead and lift. And this time, come forward. Drop once again onto your elbows, and your bellies are on the floor now. Gentle. Your elbows should be again right under your shoulders. Let's go for a shoulder rotation. It's going to look very strange, but it actually will feel good. So we're going to take an inhale and drop so that your shoulders are almost touching your ears. Then pull them back and lift. And again, inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale and exhale. You should feel that your back muscles are really activating here. Very nice. You're going to place your right hand to where your left elbow is and go ahead and rotate onto your right knee. Lift your hips up and stretch your left arm up toward the ceiling and then come back down. We're not going to stay here for very long. Rotate left hand so that it is where your right elbow is. Lift your hips up and rotate onto your stacked left knee, and open up. Just to warm up our shoulders here and come right back down. Now we're going to go up and down from child's pose into our cobra. If your lower back is uncomfortable in full cobra, all you need to do is drop your elbows down to the floor. So go ahead and place your hands right where your chest is. Lift up into your cobra. Once again, if your lower back is not happy, soften your elbows. And then from here, come into child's pose. Stay in here for 3 breaths. Tuck your tailbone under. Actually try and do that. Drop your forehead on the floor. Round your back just a tiny bit. Maybe shift your hips gently side to side. We're going to go back and forth with breathing without stopping much. Ready? Inhale, lift. And start to move forward with your exhale. Drop your hips, inhale, open things up. And exhale, start to come back. Hips are all the way on your heels, knees are bent, drop. Inhale, lift. And exhale, come forward. Roll your shoulders back right away, just like we did a minute ago. Drop your hips, go just a tiny bit deeper into it. And come back into your child's pose. One last time. Inhale, up. And drop. Inhale. And exhale. Very nice. So now that there was so much movement in our back, there will be much more here today. I'm going to warm up your legs. So you're going to place your left foot in between your hands. Now, if you are using any help here, because at some point in time you know that you will need, you don't have blocks, just use a bunch of books. How about that? Just make sure that they are hardcover. So left foot comes forward. And what I need you to do is align that knee with the ankle. If you find that your knee starts to move too far forward, just heel-toe your foot a little closer forward. Lift your chest. So feel free to use your hands for the balance here, but I actually don't want you leaning into that left thigh. So I want you really active through the spine. Wonderful. We're going to go ahead and first place our hands on our thigh and then press our chest forward. If you're ready, if you can, release your hands and put them together in a prayer to your heart center. One more breath. Very nice. Release. Place your hands on the blocks or on the floor and bring your left leg back. Right foot forward. Once again, align here. Position that foot so that it does not go way behind your right knee. Settle in here. Open your chest. Back is active. First, hands are going to be on the thigh as you're lifting your upper body as high as you possibly can. And if you can, you're going to place your hands to your heart center. One more breath. Reach your hands back to the floor and drag the right leg back. I'm going to start adding things to it, and it's going to be so much more fun. Left foot forward again. Now you already know how to find a lunge, so go ahead and lift. From here, you're going to reach your arms to the sides. Inhale, and with an exhale, rotate to the left. So you're rotating into the side of the front leg. Drop your arms. Your right hand is on your left knee. Reach and grab your right thigh. 3 breaths. And each time you're exhaling, relax just a tiny bit more. Good. Reach your arms to the sides. Rotate back. Drop your hands on the floor. Bring your left leg back. Right foot comes forward. By now you already know how it feels. We are warmer. Lift up. Reach your arms up and then to the sides. Palms are facing down. Strong arms. Inhale. And with an exhale, rotating to the right. Drop your arms, left one on your right knee, and right hand is on your left thigh. 3 breaths. And with each exhale, once again, go slightly deeper into it. Next inhale, arms out. Re-rotate, keeping everything working. And right hand and left hand on the floor, and right leg goes back. We're going to stretch our hamstrings now, and then we're going to add a movement to it. So left foot forward. Good, so we have already been here. Open things up, and now shift your hips back until that left leg is very straight. Inhale, and with an exhale, draw your chest towards your knee. But see how my back is really flat? So this is exactly where I want you to be. I want you to be stretching, but at the same time, I want you to be in charge. Try not to drop your head. This is an active pose. One more breath. And now we're going to find our movement. Inhale, lift, and with an exhale, go ahead and move forward and lift your arms all the way above your head. Inhale. And with an exhale, hands back down on the floor and shift your legs. Hips back and left leg straight. And again, lift up with an inhale. Reach forward and bend your left knee. Inhale again. And use your hands to help you here. One last time. Inhale, open up. Make sure you've got a lot of padding for that right knee. And back into forward fold, bowing warrior. Keep your right hand on the floor or on the block and reach your left arm up toward the ceiling. This is just a stretch, but it's a really, really nice twist in your spine. 2 more breaths. Try not to lean too much into that right arm and sink into your shoulder. Keep everything really open. Good. Swing both of your arms and move forward. Good. Drag that left leg back, and we'll do the exact same thing on the other side. So first we're here, opening up, and then press your hips back, keeping your back once again super straight and very, very flat. Chest is really open, shoulders are back. Inhale, and with an exhale, start to drop down. 2 more breaths here. Just don't drop your head, and please keep your shoulders back. Very nice. With your next inhale, lift. Start to bend that right knee. Release your arms, reach first forward and then overhead. And then from here, coming back in, hands on the floor, hips back, right leg is straight, bowing warrior. And again, lift, release your arms, use your legs here to help you with the balance. And open up, slightly arching your back if that feels okay. One last time, we're bowing. Actually, it's not the last time, sorry about that. We're still going forward one last time. Very beautiful, so much more in charge, so much stronger. Good, once again, bowing. This time, left hand is on the floor, right arm goes toward the ceiling, and you're rotating, feeling a good, wonderful stretch in that right hip, hopefully, and a really nice spin in your spine. 2 more breaths. Very nice. Coming back forward, hands are on the floor, the right leg goes back. Good. Now we're going to go ahead and go into a little bit more of a strength. If you find that it's too much, keep your right knee on the floor. Otherwise, it's not a bad idea to actually stand by something that it can hold on to if you wanted some help here. So, left foot comes forward. We've already been here. Lifting up. Tuck your right toes and lift up into a nice and high lunge. 2 breaths. 1 breath. Good. Gently drop your right knee and bring your left leg back. Same thing on the other side. So now you know exactly what to expect. Lifting up. Hands are here. If you need to keep your hands on your right thigh, that's fine. And high lunge. 3 breaths. Strong legs, dropping left knee on the floor, hands are back on the floor. Go into child's pose for me for just a sec. Relax your spine, relax your legs. If your heart rate is up, readjust it. 2 more breaths. Nice. Lift your chin. Look in front of you, roll your shoulders back, soften your elbows, arch your back, and come forward into your cobra. One more time. So, my question, and you should ask that question to yourself, do you feel a little different here? Are you a little bit more open? Come back into tabletop position, left foot forward again. Once again. If it's a little too hard, stay on your knee. Otherwise, lift your chest and then straighten your right leg. Adjust that left knee. Only go as far as you feel comfortable because we're going to add now a twist. You're going to release your arms and you're going to twist to the left. Right hand is still on your left knee. And left hand reaches, hopefully grabs that right thigh. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Release that. Dropping back down onto that right knee. You are in charge. And go ahead and shift your hips back. Place your hands on your hips. Shift your hips back until your left leg is straight and drop down. See if you can do that without the use of your hands. We're going to come up and forward again. Reach your arms up and then drop them on your hips as you come forward and straighten your left leg. One more time. Lifting up, forward into low lunge, and hands on your hips, and you are folding forward into your left leg. Once again, coming forward, hands are going to be on the floor, left leg goes back, right foot comes forward. All right, let's try it on the right side of your body. Once again, watch and make sure that you're comfortable with the balance. So first, establish your upper body. And then if you think you can, straighten your left leg into that high arc lunge. From here, reach your arms to the sides, inhale, and with an exhale, gently rotate to the right. Drop your hands where they may. Hopefully you can reach your left thigh with your right hand. 2 more breaths. Wonderful. Reach, come forward, gently drop that left knee back on the floor, release your toes, and keeping your hands on your hips, shift them back as you forward fold into your right knee. Come forward, Reach your arms over your head, maybe even arch a little bit, but only go as far as you feel comfortable. Hands are back on your hips as you're exhaling, forward fold. One more time, opening things up. Folding forward, one last time. Bring your knee forward, hands are back on the floor. Drag that right leg back. And once again, give yourself a nice, happy child's pose. We're gonna stay here for a little bit. Walk your hands to the right side of your body. Place your left hand on top of your right hand. Try and press your hips just a tiny bit into the left. So they're not exactly on your heels anymore. They're kind of shifted slightly to the left, but only do that if you're comfortable. This will give that extra oomph to the stretch on the left side. And from here, walk through the center to the left side. Right hand comes over your left. And see if you can shift your hips a little bit to the right. Drop your head, relax. Very nice. Coming back to the center. And we're gonna go into our first down dog. So you're gently arching your back. And you're going into this triangle that you're creating between your hands and your heels. Drop your head, pull your shoulders back, keep your back as arched as you can. And since this is our first time in this position, please start by bending one knee and pressing the heel of the opposite foot into the mat, and then switch. And switching again. And switching again. And one more time on both feet. Good, and then from here, very gently, if you need to bend your knees to do that, please do. You're gonna walk your feet toward your hands, which should be pretty close to the front of the mat. Good. Soften your knees if you have to. Drop your head, drop your neck, relax. Very nice. And from here, gently with 3 breaths, your own inhale and exhale, keeping your back as round as possible. All throughout this movement, you're going to unravel your spine. And you're going to come into a standing position in front of the mat. At the front of the mat, sorry. I'm going to move it just a little bit so we can see well what is happening. Good. Wonderful. So I'm going to turn around so that I can face you and you see what I'm asking of you. Place your feet hip width apart. I want you, sorry about that. I want you to have a really good base, a really good foundation. We're going to actually start with breathing a little bit. Rotate your palms so they're facing forward. Take a nice deep inhale and press your chest forward. Inhale, and with an exhale, draw your shoulders back. Again, inhale. One last time, inhale. Shift your body onto your left leg. Relax your hands. Use your arms for this next move. You're going to be swinging your right leg forward and back, trying to figure out what is happening with the balance today. You keep your core really engaged and your shoulders relaxed. Bend your right knee and bring it forward. If you can, grab that knee. Release your left arm, and now see if you can guide that knee to the right side of your body. back to the center, and gently release. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So you're shifting your body weight onto the right leg. And if you're doing it and just start to swing your left leg, if you're doing it on a carpet or on any other really soft surface, like I have several layers of mat under me, soft surface is not very conducive to balancing. So if you have to hang on to something, no big deal. Lift that left leg and see if you can grab it with your left hand. Reach that right arm out, and maybe this is as far as you want to go. And if you think you can, see if you direct that left leg out to the left. As always, we're going for 3 full breaths, and then bring it back in, release that, and place it back on the floor. Very nice. Balancing is hard, so it's okay if you have to hold on to something. Just try and hold on to it really lightly. We're going to once again do that on the left side. So left leg is on the floor. And maybe I should step back on the floor, settle in here. And if you want to add that little swing, that's perfectly fine. I want you to go ahead and pull that knee towards your chest, and then rotate it and grab your right ankle with your left hand. And this time, it's your right arm that goes up toward the ceiling. See if you can drop your knee. If not, just stay where you are. When you're done with your 3rd breath, go ahead and release that. Beautifully done, I'm sure of it. Same thing now on the left side, and again, maybe start with swinging, and maybe that's how far you're gonna go. You think you're comfortable, grab, this is great, and then try and there I am. Try and grab your left ankle with your right hand, release your left, and stay here, or drop your knee. Keep your gaze soft, keep your breathing soft. Lift and drop your left leg down. Beautifully done. Finally, we're going to go into Warrior 3. And if you've never done this before, you're going to release your right leg. And as you bring your right leg behind you, you're leaning your upper body forward. If this is too much, you can start with just keeping your right toes on the floor and go as far as you feel comfortable and just play with lifting it. You're good. 3 breaths. Find your own destination. No one matters. This is your body. This is your breathing, your arms, your legs, your core. When you're done with your 3rd breath, go ahead and make sure that you actually come into vertical position without placing your right foot immediately on the floor. Nice and gentle. Shift your body weight onto your right leg and start on the side. If you are left-handed, right side is going to be easy, easier, and vice versa. Don't be anxious about this. Relax through that breathing. Left leg comes forward first, and then you're pressing it on the floor. Nicely done. One last time, same exact thing. See if you can do it a little tiny bit deeper, tiny bit better, and tiny bit more relaxed through your chest and your shoulders. With less anxiety, keep your gaze soft. Coming back nice and slow, ankles are working, and the right side. Remember, it's 3 breaths from the moment you have found your position. Coming back in and placing your left foot exactly where they are. All right, we're going to put a whole bunch of things together. Everything that we have done so far, we're going to go ahead and do it all together for that one last thing before we go on the mat. So you are at the beginning, at the front of the mat, go in a left leg, warrior three. 3, 2, 1. Right foot comes back. Reach your arms all the way as high as possible, arching your back, forward fold. Good. Soften your knees. Bring your left and your right feet back. Drop on your knees. Roll your shoulders. Reach your chest and your hips forward into your cobra. Inhale. Back onto your hands and knees. Left foot comes forward. Bring your hands to your heart center. Either stay on your knee or tuck your right toes and find your high lunge. Arms to a T. Inhale, and with an exhale, rotate. 3 breaths. Right hand on your left knee. Left one is on your right thigh. 2 breaths. Release your arms. Re-rotate. Bring your right knee back on the floor. Hands on the floor. Left leg back. Inhale, exhale, child's pose. Inhale, lift up, cobra. Back on all 4. Right foot comes forward. Come into low lunge. Inhale and maybe come into high lunge. Reach your arms either way to the sides and rotate. Drop your hands, 3 breaths. Release your arms. Re-rotate, drop gently your left knee on the floor. Hands are back on the floor. Draw your right foot back. Child's pose. Lift cobra. Tuck your toes in, downward facing dog. Walk forward. Fold forward, inhale, and with an exhale, lift all the way up into your mountain pose. Reach your hands to your heart center or wherever you want them and find your warrior 3 on the right side. 3, 2, 1, and we're back in mountain pose. You guys did okay? Wonderful. All right, we're going to go back on the floor, and I'm going to drop the screen down. This is where we've started, and we're going to compare the beginning of this practice and the end of this practice. So once again, relax through your upper body here. Lift, your feet are off the floor, engage right away your core muscles, your knees are at 90 degrees, and your hips are at 90 degrees. Arms are to the sides. We're gonna go ahead and squeeze our knees together gently, inhaling down, exhaling up back to neutral position. Go. Inhale down to the left, and up to neutral position. Still watching that right shoulder, making sure that it's not leaving the mat. 2. One last time. 3. Let's go to the other side. Keep that 90 degrees in your knees. Inhale down to the right. And up. And please note if there is a difference between the 2 sides, something that you need to think about and possibly stretch a little bit more. 2, remember you're inhaling down.
and exhaling up. Very nice. Draw that right leg out as you bring your left knee in and switch. Good. Now rotate your right knee and place your right ankle right on your thigh, right around your left knee. Very nice. Gently pull that left knee towards your chest. You should feel a really lovely stretch in the right hip. And from here, release your hands. Once again, right arm goes all the way to the right side, and you're gently dropping your knees and your right foot. Keep that figure 8 position, please. Do not untangle your legs all the way to the left side of your body. Now, if your shoulder is still very comfortably on the floor, place your left hand on your right knee and gently nudge it toward the floor. We're here for 20 seconds, so please breathe, please relax. Very nice. When you start to come out of it, first release that knee, and then please help yourselves with that left hand to come all the way back in. These are deep stretches, and I want to make sure that you're comfortable. Switch. So left ankle goes right below or rather above your right knee. Depends on which way we're looking at it, right? So grab that right thigh, gently pull it in, stay here for 3 breaths. Relax your shoulders, and then we're going to go into spinal twist. That's our last spinal twist and our last stretch of the day. So release that right, left arm this time is to the left, and you're slowly moving both of your legs to the right side of your body. And once again, once you have reached the floor, if your left shoulder blade is still nicely on the floor, right hand on your left knee and pull it in. And maybe you're even cracking. Very wonderful. Once again, go ahead and gently bring your hips back on the floor, flatten your lower back against the floor, hug your knees. Settle in here. Maybe send your knees gently side to side, massaging your lower back, only if it feels good. Take a nice deep inhale. And with an exhale, go ahead and release everything to the floor. Close your eyes and start to relax. If there's something in your body that just wouldn't let go, go to it with your mind and see what you can do about relaxing it, really fully relaxing it. Start with that spot. And if there are a few, go into all of them. And then as you continue to relax them through these next couple of minutes, I want you to feel that the heaviness from that spot starts to spread all through your body. Relax all the unusual places. Relax your forehead. Relax your ears. Relax your throat. Relax your collarbones. Keep moving through your entire body as little by little you're letting go. Please relax your shoulders. Let them be. Allow them to be really heavy. Scan down through your chest and through your heart and relax your heart. Relax your stomach. Relax your intestines. We did a lot of twists today. I'm sure they have felt it. Relax your tummy. Relax your legs.
Relax your hips. Everything is really, really heavy. Remember this every time you fall asleep. Keep relaxing your body before you fall asleep fully. You can hardly detect your breathing. Very gently move your toes and your fingers. And then reach your arms overhead. Your first big, big inhale, like you're waking up just now. It's really early in the morning. Very beautiful. And go ahead and gently roll onto one side of the body. And then from there, helping yourselves with your hands. Lift into a comfortable seated position. Keep everything still very relaxed. Keep your eyes closed for another breath. And when, with your next inhale, open your eyes and reach your arms all the way up toward the ceiling. Draw them to the sides, feeling how your chest is opening. And from here, place your hands together by your heart. And thank you so very much for joining me today. Namaste.